Welcome again to the continuation on the equality of vectors that I started with you in the first video. In the first video, we started learning about equality of vectors and we've done a detailed explanation on it, and also we've solved an example on it as well in the first video. And I hope you understood it and you enjoyed the lesson as well. So this is a continuation to solve another example with you so that you get a better understanding of it. Okay, so as you can see from the board, I have example 2 on the board, meaning we've already done example 1 in the previous video, and I will encourage you to do all to watch the previous video, because the previous video lays the foundation, okay, the basic knowledge and understanding that you need about the equality of vectors. I've done all those explanations in the first video. Okay, so do all to watch the first video so that you can get a good foundation and understanding to be able to handle this session as well. And please don't forget to like the videos and also share them after watching. And if you are watching for the first time, please do all to follow the page and also subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the example 2 that I have on the board. Let's read the question together. So it says that if vector A equals to 3x plus 1, 2y plus 3, and vector B equals to minus 8, 5, find s and y if A equals to B. Okay, we are being asked to find the values of s and y if A equals to B. Let me read it one more time before we proceed and solve together. It says that if vector A equals to 3s plus 1, 2y plus 3, and vector B equals to minus 8, 5, find s and y if A equals to B. And that is equality of vectors, and I've done a detailed explanation on this in the first video, so we are going to apply that knowledge to solve for this as well. So let me write down my solution and let's do it together. Okay, so now I explained to you from the first video that two vectors are said to be equal if their corresponding components are the same. Okay, so in the question we have that the vector A equals to the vector B. So what it means is that we can equate the corresponding components. Okay, so this is the condition given for us to find the values of s and y. So I'm going to write it down that my A equals to B, and from the question I'll be given the value of vector A, so I'll input it, and also the value of vector B as well, so I'll input it as well. Then we equate corresponding components. Why? Because the two vectors are equal. We have A equals to B. Okay, so we are going to equate corresponding components and solve for the values of s and y. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So in place of the A, I'm going to put my value there, which is given to be 3s plus 1, 2y plus 3. Then I'll bring my equal sign. Then in place of B, I'll put my value there as well. So the B is given to be minus 8, 5. I hope you understand and you agree with me up to this point. So from here, we just need to equate corresponding components. Okay, so when I take the s plus 1, I'll equate it to minus 8 and solve for the value of s. So let's go ahead and do that. So my 3s plus 1 equals to minus 8. This becomes a simple linear equation to solve for the value of s. So let's do that. So I have my 3s equals to minus 8 minus 1. because it's positive 1 here, when we process the equal sign becomes negative. Okay, so I have my 3s equals to minus 8 minus 1, it is minus 9. And I hope you agree with me up to this point. Okay, so from here, we just need to divide through by the coefficient of s, which is the 3, to get our s. So I'll divide here by 3, I'll divide here also by 3. Okay, so that this 3 and this 3 will cancel away. 3 goes here 1, 3 goes into the 9, 3 times. Okay, let me continue from here. So I have that my s equals to minus 3. Okay, so that's the value of s, and I hope you understand. Okay, so now let's go ahead and solve for y as well. What do? We are going to equate the down part as well. So I'll take my 2y plus the 3 equals to 5, and I'm going to solve for my y. Okay, so let's do that. So my 2y plus 3 equals to 5. This becomes a simple linear equation to solve for y. Okay, so I'll maintain my 2y here equals to 5 minus 3, because it's positive here. When you cross the cosine, becomes negative. Okay, so I have my 2y equals to 5 minus 3, it gives 2. So to get my y, I'll divide through the equation by 2. Okay, I hope you understand up to this point. So let's go ahead. This and this cancel. 2 goes here 1, 2 goes here 1. So I have my y equals to 1. Okay, and that's my final answer. Okay, I hope the explanation was clear enough and you understood it as well. Okay, so let me write it down that therefore I have my s equals to minus 3 and my y equals to 1. Okay, so that's the values of s and y. Okay, I hope you understood it, and this is very simple, okay, and easy. Okay, please don't forget to like the video and also share them after watching. And if you are watching for the first time, please do all to follow the page and also subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. I'll see you again in another video whilst we solve another example on this. Bye bye.